Today I want to talk about a story about how I found a new way of improving your grades at school and getting straight A's or at least noticeably better grades. So for a couple years I was struggling in school and just not doing so well. I remember feeling so guilty because I would always fail to do my math homework. I would wait until the end of the night and then I wouldn't feel like it and I would put it off. And my math teacher, who was rooting for me, would always give me the most disappointed look ever when he went to collect the homework at the end of every class. I dreaded that moment because I hated disappointing him. Now the following year, I wish I fixed it that year when the teacher was there, but I failed. The following year, what I ended up doing was deciding to change how I studied in order to fix how I got my grades. So what I did was I said, what if I did this thing where I was guilt-free when I spent the rest of my night goofing off? And the way I did that was I said, what if I got home from school and spent 10 minutes, getting through the homework, and then the next day 15 minutes, and the next day maybe 17 minutes. But just gradually start with something that was doable and get some work done so that the rest of the night I felt happy rather than guilty for doing it. So this new guilt-free way of studying actually worked really well. I actually started with like 10 minutes and then I moderately quickly grew that to about like 20, 30 minutes. And before long, maybe in a few weeks, I was knocking out most, if not all, my homework when I got home. And then I had the rest of the night, the next several hours, to goof off, relax, do what I wanted without any, guilt. And I felt accomplished. And of course, that year, my math teacher, well, he didn't care as much, but he got all the homework assignments. So how can you implement this? And what if you're like, well, I have more than an hour's worth of homework to do? Well, that doesn't matter if you're procrastinating or giving up on all of it. You want to start small gradually, just like you would with exercise, and just do a little bit, enough that's doable so you won't burn out, something that's sustainable. Maybe that's 15 minutes for you, and just do that extra 15 minutes right when you get home rather than procrastinate, wait until the last moment of the night before you go to sleep, where it's so easy to just skip it because it's too late and then feel guilty the next day. So use this guilt-free way of just slowly getting better. I think the only thing you want to be careful about is going 0 to 100 too quick. If you spend the first week and you do like an hour's worth of studying when you're not used to that, it's not going to be sustainable. So don't beat yourself up and try and aim for something that is not reasonable for you to obtain. It takes sometimes years to form good habits. So if you've spent years developing bad habits, you're not going to change that overnight. So I hope this helps you and hope it helps you get better grades. And I can tell you that it was the start of something much bigger. It allowed me to eventually study for hours on end, knock out homework assignments, and do really well on tests. So best of luck to you, and I'll see you later in the next video. By the way, check out this beach. It's beautiful.